Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video, it's all about Builder in a Bottle. Let's get swatching. I like the wheels because they... Woo!
Because you're a child.
Look
That's
at that.
why, because you're a child.
Look at that. Messes with the head a bit, I think. Look, oh, it's going the other way. It's not though, is it? Look at that. Whoa! Look at it.
How old are you?
40. Right, so I've got all of them here. There's 18 in total. And we're going to start with Clear as Day. Now, Clear as Day is super clear. I know you're probably thinking, well, it's just clear. Yeah, but it's like super clear.
There's definitely different grades of clear.
There is, definitely. So, let's pop that on here. I'm just going to make sure I have nothing on the little wheel.
Are you doing it on the underneath?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said you were going to build them up.
No, watch this.
Oh.
Watch and you will see. Doing them on the underside so you don't have to top coat them. And this is good to have for your clients as well. So if you have one of these wheels, you can pop the colours on, whichever colours you have. I'm just going to go side to side and just making sure I'm touching the sides as I go. And this will really show you how clear this is, because it's not just a thin layer. This is exactly the thickness you would need if you were building out.
It's like it's clear as dew on a spring morning.
Look at that. Let's get it in the lamp. Thank you very much, Assistant Adam. Let's get that cured. So it's going to cure in there for 30 seconds because you're using an LED lamp. If you're using a UV lamp, you're going to cure for 2 minutes. And that's the same with all of the colours. The next colour that we're going to use is Jack Frost. I'll show you this colour. It's a beautiful white. It's like a soft white. I mean, look at that clear. That's like ridiculously clear. It's like water.
You can make some very nice glass nails with that.
Yeah, very nice. So with Jack Frost, we're going to do the same. And if you look at the videos that we've done of how to apply, you can see that I do this side to side floating motion. So that's settled a little bit. Then we're going to go in the lamp. So this is perfect for doing an ombre. While that's in the lamp, I'm going to show you the next colour, which is Insomnia, which is definitely me at this moment. Because I'm really struggling to sleep. Any hints and tips for sleeping? Please comment below. So you can see that this is also a shade of white, but it is slightly more transparent. So it's more of a natural white. I mean, look at that. That Jack Frost is just beautiful. Yeah, so let's get this colour on. I'm just going to let that draw down the brush. And again, side to side. It is always good to have swatches of your colours for clients to look at, because it really helps them to make a choice, and even so for all your gel polish colours as well.
I suppose if you do that as well, it'll actually be good for your brush technique as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's like you're practicing. And the reason that we're showing you all of these colours is because everybody keeps asking, but what's that one like? What's that one like? So we've got Poltergeist as our next colour. You see it's got that white again, but it is slightly more transparent.
So what would you use them ones for then?
So I use this if we're doing a very natural nail, or if we are going to do a baby boomer, you know, that French ombre, and we want to create that sort of fade and fog that blended area, kind of like I do with blank slate when we're using acrylic. Let's pop that in the lamp. And then we got honest, no, it's never begun with an O. Honest, honest, we'd say honest.
Well, it is honest.
Hot.
Does anybody say honest? Honest?
Honest.
Comment below.
The posh
If
people.
you say honest.
Honestly, darling.
Honestly.
So this is good for natural nails as well, to just add a little bit of strength. This colour is good for that because it's, you know, it's a nice soft colour. It has got transparency to it as well. Pop that in the lamp. This is my favourite one. It is sold out at the moment. Well, currently while we're filming this video, it's sold out because it's that good. So you have to wait for this to come in, but I will show you an alternative to this, one that's very similar. So can you see how this is slightly different from the Jack Frost Insomnia and the Poltergeist? Some people think these are very similar, but this one is definitely a little bit more transparent. And then the Honest Fitting is a lovely natural colour. Rose Quartz will add that little bit of pinkness to a natural nail. So you can see it's got nice rosy tones to it. Let's pop that in the lamp. So if you can't get Rose Quartz, I would definitely go to Unwrap Me because it's a similar tone. You'll see when I apply it. So can you see how it's slightly similar? It's just a little bit more peach, but it's a great alternative if you can't get Rose Quartz. I'd definitely say Rose Quartz and Unwrap Me are a great match for lots of different coloured nail beds. But it's great to have a good range so you can match it to anybody. So while that one's in the lamp, let's show you Fancy Free. So we're moving to slightly more peach colours now. Still a great natural colour. And I'm sure as you're watching this, you'll sort of go, oh, that one's nice, that one's nice. And you'll like some more than others, but you'll able to sort of pick your favourites and you're able to choose those. So you can see how that's a little bit more peachy than pink. So let's pop that in. Then we've got Stay Cool. Does it say Stay Cool? It doesn't say that. Stay Cozy. Stay Cozy. Ooh, with a nice blanket in front of a fire with a blanket. Nice and cozy.
Not this moment time. It's not that cold yet.
I know. I do like a blanket, I do, you know. I had a blanket when I was a child. It was called Nunu.
Really?
And Nunu had to go everywhere with me. You know, and like if Nunu wasn't there, you know, oh, I tell you what, I wasn't very happy.
Well, you know the video I've just made with the doll?
Yeah.
So that doll was the same. It was like it had to go everywhere with the girl.
Yeah.
And even ended up on the wedding day, obviously. She was so embarrassed.
Nunu did it went from like, you know, a double bed size blanket to like a little scrappy little bit of cloth.
You just chewed it.
So there's a slight bit more pink in there. So we've got peachy tones, but it's got a little bit of pink as well. Pop that in the lamp.
Coocher.
Coochie. Coochie coo.
Could be.
Right, we'll call this Coochie. Let's have a look at this one. I like this one as well. I don't think I've used this one yet. I like it because it's a tiny bit paler than the previous one. Let's put that in the lamp. So while that's in the lamp, we've got Sweet Honey. Let's pop this on. I mean, look at that compared to my skin. It's very, very similar, isn't it? Very similar. Pop that in. So we've got this next one, which is Be Gentle. I think this could be a good alternative for Rose Quartz as well, you know. Be Gentle. Let's cure that and we'll have a little look and we'll compare them. Let's look at them on the brushes.
Which one's which?
Ah, it's slightly peachy, isn't it?
Is Rose Quartz on your right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a bit more peach to it.
Yeah, Very similar though. You know, if it's still sold out, get yourself on Be Gentle. Yeah, because if you look at it here, this is rose quartz and this is Be Gentle. They are similar,
it's probably
aren't
the more similar, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's a little bit more opaque, to Be Gentle.
Yeah, so that's a very good alternative if we're still out of stock of that one. Then we've got iced latte. Now I do like an iced vanilla latte. I am a bit partial to one of those. Let's see what this one's like. So you've got a nice, it's more of a beigey nude, I would say. Let's pop that in. Provoking Vibes is our next colour. I like it. I just like too many of them. I'd be a nightmare, I would. I'd have to have the lot.
You've got the lot.
Yeah, that's slightly paler, I would say. Let's pop that in. Let's have a look at soft caramel, not for human consumption. So then we've got coffee drops. So that's slightly more beige. Let's pop that in the lamp. And we've got Rosy Cheeks. And it is quite rosy.
That's definitely more pink now.
Definitely.
But more opaque.
Yeah. So let's have a go with this now. Yeah, it's quite opaque. It's nice.
It's like the rose quartz, but just a more opaque version.
Pop that in. And then the last one is Bed of Roses. This is more, it's very pink. See? So it's far more pink than any of them.
Oh wow, there was actually 18 things on there. Wasn't that? It was built for it.
It was. You can see how pink that one is. Very pink. Let's pop that in the lamp. I am gonna top coat them. Before I top coat them, I am going to wipe off the sticky layer. They have quite a heavy sticky layer, so I'll show you that when you come out. Don't go straight on top with the top coat. Make sure you do wipe that sticky layer, because you might put like a really even, especially doing a thin application, you might do a really nice even thin application and think, oh, it doesn't need filing, and think you can just put the top coat on. Don't. It will affect your top coat. Make sure you wipe that sticky layer off with the gel residue wipe off solution. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do now. So we'll show you this sticky layer. You see, almost slide through it. Yeah. I'm going to make sure you wipe all that sticky layer off. So even if you're doing swatches for your clients to look at, this is a good idea to do this. So I'm going to go around and top coat them now. And top coating this underside will give you a true impression of what they actually do look like. Because without the top coat they appear a little bit matte, and that'll affect the colour on the other side as well. Look at all the pretty colours. Woohoo! Look at that! Which one's your favourite, Adam?
I would say, I think it's like, right, where your thumb is now, you're on rose quartz, aren't you?
That's rose quartz.
Yeah, so count along. Keep going.
And that one's?
Keep going. Keep going. I'd say that one.
That's culture.
Because my company's called Coucher Potato.
That's what it is. There you are. They're all very nice. I still like these two best, I think. These two. And this one. That one's rose quartz. That one is...
Be Gentle.
Be Gentle, yeah. And then this one is Rosy Cheeks. But I do like this peach one as well. Oh God, I like them all. Which one's your favourite? Comment below. Let us know. There you are. I hope that's helped you make your choice when you're buying the Build It in a Bottle. All done. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll list these below, won't we, Adam? They'll be listed in the description box.
We will.
You will. List them below so you can just find it. It's just easier for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm there. Just got fully over there. No camera there.